Well, as questions swirl around the new Trump administration's relations with Moscow, there are moves to slash US military aid to Ukraine in a bill being put before Congress next week. In the last few days, Russian-backed separatists have begun blockading railways and roads in disputed eastern Ukraine. The conflict has flared up since Trump was elected in November, amid speculation that he'd take a much more pro-Russian attitude than the Obama administration, which lent its consistent support to Ukraine. Well, earlier I spoke to the former Prime Minister of Ukraine, Shannel4, and asked how concerned he was about the relationship between the US and Russia.
There is no clear policy on the side of the United States toward Russia, on the one hand. On the other hand, there are a number of very positive signals, mainly delivered by the Vice President of the United States, Pence, at the Munich Security Conference, Secretary of State, General Mattis, US envoy to the United Nations, when they showed their respect and commitment to NATO ally member states. And my gut feeling is that the US will stand by the Ukrainian people, and that the new administration will follow the same line as the previous administration followed.
But you say you know where the Vice President stands, but he's not the President, and the President is altogether more unpredictable, isn't he?
You know, look at the optics, the way I see the American system. This is the system of checks and balances. We always relied on the bipartisan support, both Democrats and GOP. So I strongly believe that this is in the national interest of the United States to support Ukraine. So that's the reason why we expect that President Trump will be decisive, tough, and reasonable in his relations with the Russian Federation. Russia was, is, and will be an adversary to the United States and to the free world. You remember these reset policies that had been launched by a number of US administrations. So what's in the end? Russia invaded Georgia, Russia invaded Crimea, Russia invaded Ukraine, Russia sent its fighter jets and military to Syria and committed the crimes against humanity in Aleppo.
So in that case, why do you think that President Trump has been, to date, so pro-Putin?
It was on the campaign trail. But after the resignation of his national security advisor, I expect that the mood in DC and mainly in the White House will change.
Why do you think he was so positive on the campaign trail then?
You better ask President Trump rather than me.
Well, what do you think though?
Well, it's normal when people try to find an easy solutions, but you can't have any kind of easy solution with Russia.
So you think he was naive, President Trump, perhaps?
I think that he needs to get better understanding what really Russia means. And it takes time.
And you think he's coming to that understanding now?
Well, look at his new national security advisor. Look at everyone who is in the White House, not everyone, but the majority of the White House and the US government. They do really understand. They are students of Russia. They do understand the threats that Russia poses to the United States national security.
Are you hopeful of some kind of deal over eastern Ukraine? Are you hopeful of a lasting peace?
This is what is needed for the Ukrainian people and for the entire world. I still believe that we will restore our territorial integrity.
There are many who have commented on the echoes of history of Ukraine being pulled and pushed between America and Russia and this way and that. Do you feel those echoes keenly?
No. United States and the European Union, they protect the values. That's what I feel. They protect the values of democracy and the free world. They protect the values of the respect to the international law. They protect the post-Second World War order. So, American decision to support Ukraine is based on values and international law.
No matter who's in the Oval Office?
Absolutely.
Shannel4, thank you very much.
Thank you.